So I think I'm just gonna go and have the one raised and leave the other one nice and oh fuck, we're live, Joe. I'm sorry.
Living the dream,
Good evening.
one lift at a time.
Like
Good
I
evening,
like
everybody.
a lot,
Yeah.
baby.
How does you do? Say,
I hope
as
they're
do
better than
you.
I am.
Uh,
Thinking
yeah.
about raising.
Raising the boom.
Let's see.
Nine,
Let's
nine.
see if we could get a couple of people on. This is a live chat, which maybe I should have put
You are
into,
live.
well, meaning that
Nine.
you tell them, Joe. Go on. What does it mean?
It means that we would
Yes.
welcome you in and to talk with us, please.
Come
Please
and
come in.
talk to us.
Please come
Come,
in.
we'll let
We
you
like that.
in. Come in. Come in and play. I mean, it's
Yeah.
late. It's almost 11, it's quarter to 11. We should have gone on at 10:30. I wanted to go on
Oh,
earlier. It's all your fault, Joe. Damn it, Joe.
oh,
Um,
dear. Always my fault.
well, I always blame you. I don't know why. I can't help
I don't even.
it. But
Good evening, everyone. That's what I throw it in the chat.
no, I had to ask my husband because I could not remember what he was saying when he said 4 scores and 7 years ago.
Mhm.
So he did it again. 4 scores and 7 years ago.
This world came
He
to.
does not begog. So for him to have done it, it was hysterical.
I don't think
I
it
started
begot.
begogging a year ago, and it's
Yeah,
caught on.
it's a catchy phrase.
Got Trump. Should I put that one up, or should I put oh, this is a good one. Why not?
Well,
All right, Joe, 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 Joe,
it
Joe,
John,
Joe,
John. It's
Joe.
it's his first day. It's Trump's first full day.
Yeah, it is his first full
He
day.
did.
Because I was gonna
Gosh,
say he did
guy's done
more.
more than Joe Biden's done all in his 4 years
Yeah,
in a
during his
day and a half.
inauguration day, the guy didn't stop, huh?
Yeah, in a day and a half. It's. Come on, man, dude.
I'm so proud of him, really and the whole administration. I'm trying to think because I'll do a video when I come up with a really good. I don't know. It's like gonna be the slogan for the superheroes that is Trump's administration.
Right,
You know,
right, right.
Joe, Joe, did you share, Joe?
Yes. In the middle.
Well, screw you being in the middle.
You busted me.
Well, only because we're gonna have an open chat, see if anybody wants to come in. I'm
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
inside because it is pouring bullets, very, very frozen bullets.
Mhm.
And
You know, it was so cold last night. My cold water in front froze.
right.
And I left it on all day. I left the hot on just a little tiny
Did
bit,
you
like, just right in the
did you just
middle.
say hard on?
No, hot on, the hot on.
Oh God. Don't you know me
And her
by now?
mind goes there.
You think I'm bad, you should meet my husband. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Well, I told you because in the country the pipes would
Yeah,
freeze like crazy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
We'd always leave a little hot heater underneath all
Right.
night. So that'd be a good heater, but
Well, that's what I did. I turned on the heater and opened up the
oh,
cabinet. That's what I got to do again because it's going to go down to 11 tonight. We're cold. I don't understand. You know what? Hell is freezing over.
yeah, no, it's a great thing.
It is so cold.
The
I mean,
pipe,
it is literally
yeah.
sunny days. Sunny.
Well, we've
No
had kind of
clouds. No clouds anywhere,
rainy.
which makes it dry, extra freaking dry. It's
I
really good.
honestly believe the devil has lost, and I don't know. I'm not extremely religious. I'm learning here. I
Hmm.
really am. But I am believing that like you said, hell is freezing over.
Yep.
I've said it before, the devil is dying. His tail is the last part, and what kills hell. Like Joe says, the ice, the frozen, get the demons off this planet. I don't know. I truly believe it's happening.
Yep.
Paris Hilton says her 2-year-old son wants to be a fireman. Is it because of the Palisades? Why does it matter how many kids want to be a fighter? Hers matters the most. That it's
Yeah.
in the Epic Times or whatever the hell that was that I just watched. Oh man. No, I don't care. Now that I like the number 47. Welcome back, 47. 45,
47.
47.
We always like 47. That's a good number.
Yeah. 47 always meant so much to me that yeah,
Hmm.
I had trouble with cops, right? And then specifically at one time in my life, and then I met John like soon after. But the fact that his shield number was 4207, the 4 and the 7 in the beginning and end, I was just like it always meant change to me.
Yeah.
Always, like always. John even knows it. He'll
Here
say it.
comes change, man. Here
Yes,
comes
sir.
our change. It already feels like there's change. Of
Yes,
course, the
sir.
last of the people are crying, you know. I thought it
Yes.
was I thought it was really funny that right away, I mean literally right away, John Bolton gets stripped of his job, right? Of his security clearance. Then he gets stripped of his security
Oh,
detail.
Bolton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have no security detail no more. Well,
Bye-bye.
John Bolton is an Iranian. He's an
Yeah.
Iranian citizen. He's a dual citizen. How can you be a dual citizen? I don't understand. You're a citizen of one country or you're not.
Well, I
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't get it.
Mom was
If
a
you have,
citizen of 3 countries. Do
yeah.
you hate her for it?
No, I don't understand it, but I don't hate him. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate anybody.
It was just the way it was back then because
Hate is
you
too
see, you
much
got
word.
to understand. Think of it this way.
Yeah.
Who didn't want us to be worldly? Okay, rich people get to fly all over the place. Who wouldn't want us to understand what's going on in Europe or Africa or India or the Middle
Our
East
dear
or
cabal.
our dear cabal? So that's why
Yeah.
they make these things. You see how it kind of goes in a circle? Um, Only certain people can have dual citizenship now. Perhaps if you're a Navy brat, a military brat, or like one of those guys or girls, or if mom was born in one country, dad was born in another country,
Hmm.
right? There are plausible reasons. Now,
Yeah.
mom was only 13 when she left the Ukraine. In fact, she left the Ukraine. They traveled to Poland. She left Poland for Canada, lived
But
in
did she
Canada
become
with.
a citizen in Poland and Canada, both places,
Do
and
you
then
think right after
here
World War
too?
II they gave a shit about citizenship?
No, not really. They
The
didn't.
fact is, she
They
was
really
born
didn't.
in Odessa,
No.
maybe in Ukraine.
Yeah.
She was born
Yeah.
in the Ukraine, but she got another citizenship in Canada, living with her aunt, her parents
Yeah.
thinking that would be a better
Right.
life for her. Falling in love with my dad. My dad was a US citizen. He was born here. His mother came over from Ellis Island, through Ellis
Right.
Island. Yeah. And
Oh, I
there,
never had a problem with immigrants that came
so
here
she has three.
here
She
the
had
right
three.
way. Go ahead. Because she came what?
No, I'm just saying she had three citizenships.
Yeah. When she got here, she did.
Yeah. She
Okay.
had Ukraine still. She had Canadian. The
But she had
Canadian
both.
ambassador was at her wedding. This is how people were.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
had
it was real.
500
Everybody
fucking
was real
people at
close
her
back
wedding.
there.
She had the village in,
Hmm.
I think, Ontario. What?
But people were close back then. Because I remember when I was little, young,
And then
the
who got
priests
it?
would come to our house, and and everybody else would come too.
That's
Of
right.
course,
We had our priest would come and
everything.
bless our
Yeah.
house. He'd have dinner, have freaking
Mhm.
drinks, and bless the
Everything was
house.
personable. Everything was real
The
personable with
doctors,
everybody.
the doctors
Neighbors came
would come.
over. I mean, it was
That's
just
right.
it was the way it was. Everybody interacted with everybody.
In the neighborhood,
Yeah.
there was always one of the parents looking out for all the kids. All the kids knew
Yes.
each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we had
It's-
fun, man. We would crawl through people's backyards and steal their vegetables and fruits and whatnot. It was a lot of fun.
There you go.
Hey, it was what it was. They got mad at us, but hey, we still did it.
Is anybody in the chat?
Yeah, there's people in the chat.
ABC World News Tonight, David Muir.
Should I
They're
put a
out
link in there?
to
They want
stir
to come in?
the pot and make trouble again. Well, ask first.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason I say that.
We have an open chat, everybody. If you'd like to come on
That's
in and speak with
exactly.
us, speak for us, speak at
Speak.
us,
Speak
tell
your
us we're wrong,
mind.
tell us we're right, tell us anything.
Oh, I don't. I'd
Use
rather
your
them
own
come on,
subject.
and if they have something they want to say, they
Yeah,
can
come
say
on
it.
and say something. We don't care.
Come on,
We're open to anything.
Irina, do right.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on.
very open
That
to
is a
anything.
really nasty song, guys. If you actually listen to the lyrics, some people just don't realize.
Yeah.
I never did until recently, actually, not that particular song. Because there's only Come On Eileen is what everybody sings, and then everything's like, you know. But if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's nasty. He's even like, I hate to be dirty. I'm like, really? I never even realized that he sings that. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, go put the number in the chat. Say it out loud and put it in the
okay.
chat
Oh, I
and
could do
pin
that.
it. And pin it. Can you do that?
End it.
And give me a
Yes,
second.
ma'am. Well, I wanted to talk
I
about,
want to turn off my coffee.
I wanted to talk also about how the left is having major meltdowns over the pardons, over Trump's pardons of the January 6th people. But yet these people didn't kill anybody. And they keep saying that there was 5 officers that were killed. And they even put their faces up, but I don't remember no police officer being killed except for the one that died of a heart attack. That one I remember. But I mean, Joe Biden let out murderers and rapists
Singing
and
this.
all kinds of nasty people. These people have done bad things, and Joe Biden let them go. He let them out to harm us again because he's mad that he wasn't able to run for president again because he believes in his old, decrepit,
Yeah.
stupid ass, fucked up mind
Woo.
that he could have beat Trump
Oh,
again,
yeah.
which he couldn't.
I hear you,
Joe
brother.
Biden is a piece
Hear
of
you.
shit, and the only way Joe Biden won is because they cheated. We all know. We all saw you, Georgia. You cheated. We saw you. You're busted. We saw you all
Gotcha.
around
It's
the
all your
country.
fault.
We,
You
we saw we saw all the
fucking
things that you guys
Georgians.
did. They were bad.
Well, you had that judge there, right? That thug case, and then you
Yeah.
had the judge, and then you had Fatty
Hmm.
Willis, and then
Yep.
you had Who else
Mhm.
was there? But there
They're
was
all
a judge that
conspiring
got
with each
killed.
other. Take down Trump. Take out the conservatives. Put them in concentration camps.
Yeah,
Now
but
they want to
okay,
say,
so Joe, what do you
oh,
think I'm
we
thinking
want
about all these
unity. We
pardons?
always wanted unity, everybody. Oh, we're so sorry. We didn't do that. We
Joe,
never would do that. We're the party of the good people.
Joe,
We don't hurt no one.
Joe,
No, you destroy people's lives. You put on
bastard.
that thing and made us take your drug. You threw my kid. You put my kid at home to go to school
Oh,
where he
take
failed.
drugs. You're mandated.
And then when I went
Sure,
to
for
the
400.
school after he graduated, after I got him to graduate, and I had to wait over a year. I went to the school to get his diploma. Then they tried to have me arrested for what? For just for trying to get my kid's diploma because he had already graduated and you failed to send it to us after we did everything you wanted us to do.
Go, Joe, go. Go, Joe,
Man,
go.
these people, I swear to God, what's wrong with you
Joe,
folks?
Joe, Joe.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, President Trump let these people out that they put in solitary confinement who they never, ever fucking charged in 4 years. How would you like to sit in a little fucking cell with no light, no nothing? You can't go nowhere. You're not free anymore for 4 fucking years
Yeah.
out of your fucking life. Your life is destroyed.
Joe, did you,
Sorry.
God, calm the fuck down, motherfucker? Did you put the number in the chat?
I was doing that. I haven't done it yet.
Jesus.
I was just kind of going off.
It's for them to rant tonight, not for us. Now, also,
Uh-huh.
what do you think I think? Because I love to ask this question. What do you think I believe about pardoning criminals?
Oh man, I hate it.
But what do you think I believe, Joe?
That he can't do that. I don't know. He didn't do it.
That he didn't do it. Do
Hmm.
I also believe perhaps that they're already dead, these criminals? Because we know now not to waste money or time on these criminals. And guess who knew that before us?
Who?
Everybody that went and dug into JFK's assassination and Robert Kennedy's. Everybody who cared to. All the military, all the generals. I saw a meme not long ago. It said something like there's 44 generals or, 4-star generals in each branch. And they're like, why? Why? There should only be maybe one. I'm thinking that, I never really thought of that. I never even knew there were that
Hmm.
many. I thought a handful in each. But he said the meme or whatever said about 44 now. I'm not gonna have to look that up. Um, I believe it. If it's not 44, it's 24 or something. It's not 5 or 6 or 1 or 2. It's not. So these people had control all over the place, my friends. All over the place. It's disgusting. Oh, I love our cover. Did you see the cover?
Yeah, I did. I like
Isn't
them.
that special?
Okay. Okay.
Dudes, dudes,
That was
I'm in a
kind of
weird
fucking
mood,
good.
guys.
Bunch of crap right there. Should have had you
Come
do it.
in
That's okay
at
though.
your own awareness. You have been warned. Oh, what was that about warning? There was some kind of something warned. Somebody was warned.
Yeah. Russia is warning us.
What? Russia?
Russia warns Trump against seizing the Panama Canal.
We're not seizing
Uh,
it.
no, it's part of the treaty of us giving it back to Panama.
Yeah. Um,
So
good going.
can I tell you? Let me read this to you.
Please
We
go on.
built the Panama Canal. We paid for the Panama Canal. We gave the Panama Canal to Panama and we signed a treaty that says it was going to be neutral. Now China is low-key engaging in operational control of the canal, thereby violating said treaty, thereby making it null and void. So, so no, MSNDC, Trump is not going to forcibly take another country's territory. When Panama violates the treaty, they no longer have control over the canal because they're giving control to China, and China is charging us more money than everybody else to get through our own canal. So fuck you, China. You hear me, Chinese motherfuckers?
China, yes. Putin's putting on a show.
Yeah, they all are. They're all trying to fight Trump. Trump's not going to back down from these people. He's not. I don't believe he
Ask you
will.
something before we go on, because you see, I don't believe any of this, guys. To me, it's just a movie, so I'd rather hear your opinions on it when if you guys come in.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
want to talk very
What else?
quickly about the Elon Musk thingy.
Oh, it's
Did you see it? Because I didn't actually.
yes.
The only
I
thing I
saw
saw, because I watched it on and off, like
it.
everything, and I was listening to most of it though. But I did catch him going, up like this. To me, it seemed like the
Oh,
jacket was tight. Well, yeah, that's how people wave. But when you're wearing a freaking jacket and it's probably hot on stage and everything's fucking sticking to you, you're trying to be as casual as possible here.
let everything stretch out.
But I did see him
I
go
do it.
like this. Now that there's either a heartfelt move, like I do it a lot. Like when I'm very serious, I'm like I grab my heart. I'm not grabbing like, but I grab there, meaning it's also like sign language,
Yes. Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. No worries.
Kind of, well, sorry, right? But
Hmm.
it also could be he's checking his pocket. He might have had his phone in his upper pocket. Um, I remember dad, like, you guys know what galoshes are? That's how old dad was. He used to wear galoshes. He'd have his fedora, his galoshes, his raincoat on, on those kind of days. And I remember him, he would put on his jacket. He was a bigger fellow up top for a while there. And he always had his glasses and pens. He was a teacher, and his top. Dad wore dress pants and dress shirt every day of his life. And always nice shoes, leather shoes, hence the galoshes, right? But like I'd remember he'd have to fix everything after putting his jacket on, right? It's things like that. Like I can imagine, especially men, they have the inside pockets in the blazer, and they
Oh, I
have
love that inside pocket. Let me tell you.
yeah, I always got John everything I ever got him, even
I use it.
sweatshirts always had something inside. Yeah.
My shirt's always got to have the pocket because I like to carry my pen in my pocket.
I'm
So I
just
always have
saying,
to have
like,
it.
and never mind, maybe he wanted to do it to make you idiots think something. How about that? There's
Yeah.
always that.
I don't, you know what? I think it was just a wave. It's what it looked
Yes,
like to
I
me.
didn't even bother to look at
They
it. These
all do
people
it.
are
I mean, every
morons.
single one of them done it. I mean, come on, man. Everybody does it. I do it. I wave like that. Hey,
Everybody waves
look
like
at that.
Hitler.
Look at that.
Hi!
I wave like that. Hello. And everybody knows I
Is
walk.
anybody
Hey, how
coming
you
in?
doing?
Joe, Joe, Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, Joe. Is anybody coming in, Joe?
I don't know.
Well,
You guys coming in? You guys want to come in? Who's coming in? There's the number.
Can you pin it?
It did.
You,
Yeah, it was not an easy thing to do. If I wasn't a manager, I would be able to pin it. Did you know that?
what?
If I wasn't a manager, I would be able to pin it. I had to go into being a manager.
So though,
It's so weird. I don't understand it. You said I'm supposedly I can do that stuff. I can't do it.
yeah, you should be able to do a lot more than
YouTube,
you.
you're weird. You're
Well, you're
weird.
able to pin. What I think you should do is you and Mama Helen, if you put up posts in the community, you pin the comment that you want. Um, I mean, why should I do all of it? Don't you want to do it? I mean, maybe you find the comment more important than I do. Why are people saying that Trump didn't hold the Bible when he was
Because
in?
they didn't have it up there yet, but his hand was going down, and at the end of the swearing in, his hand he started before they put the Bible, because they kind of dropped it a little on him. So but by the end of him swearing down, his hand was on the Bible. They're nitpicking. Okay,
They made
stop
it sound like
nitpicking.
it wasn't the Bible at all. Forget about
No, it
nitpicking.
was,
That's a lie.
yeah, they're
This is the
nitpicking.
difference. They
Yeah,
lied. They used
yeah,
propaganda.
they're liars.
Joy Reid, man. I was watching this thing and Joy Reid is going off about us being Trump being fascist, us being fascist, and she obviously doesn't understand
That
that
they're the
she's
fascists.
using fake media her own self. She's the fascist. If she's controlling people's thoughts and they're not, first of all, media is journalism. You're supposed to look into stuff, not give your opinion
That's right. Nobody gives a shit
about
about your
stuff.
opinion, Joy Reid.
So
You
there, Joy
liar.
Reid, right there, you're a fucking fascist lady.
Mhm.
Just
Liar.
like the king and queens that you fucking bow your black ass down to.
She is.
They're fascists.
Mhm.
Because if you don't believe we had a king and queen here, we do. Or we did. You had Hillary. Oh my God, Hillary and
Clinton Bill. Yeah.
I did get a look at them, Hillary and Bill. They looked half dead.
Yeah, he does.
You ever seen Monty Python?
Hmm.
The
And they're
Holy Grail.
all of them, both of them, all of them
Bring out
are
your dead.
yeah, they're all saying that Trump is wrong. Both sides.
Bring out
All of them.
your dead.
Bush and Clinton, all of them. They're sick individuals.
Sick mother. They're not. And what do you think I think? They're already dead.
They're dead.
They did. Come on, look at them. Uh,
Oh, I love that.
yeah, right.
Trump
What's
signs an
next?
executive order pausing foreign assistance for 3 months.
Oh, wow, that's really annoying to have that message pinned there. Wow.
I think they ought to do it for longer than that.
Wow, everybody's afraid to come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Chicken.
Patriots, do I? Come on, a patriot. Okay. I don't know. I have you gotta conquer the fears. Conquer the fears. Well, who knows? It's really late. And I get
Well,
it.
no. Here, hold on. Open chat. See if come on
All
in,
right.
Alan.
Anybody else enjoy the YMCA? You told me about it, Joe. I didn't get to watch the rally.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I was like, just listen to
I thought it was
David's.
great.
I know, it's just so fucking entertaining. Everything the man does is entertaining.
Yep.
If or if not, it's him. I don't know, but What the hell is in my... Richards dies of brain cancer at 67. Who was Richards?
That's the lady. That's that woman.
What woman? Why do I have
Gosh,
that in my notes?
she's a blonde-haired lady, short-haired. God, what is her name? Hold on. I know where to look for her. I remember that when you said that.
So Mark Zuckerberg was there. Well, go look it up while I talk about Marky Mark.
Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg. What a fool. Okay, first of all, that's not him. You don't go looking like Data, even after being on the beach, to looking like a 70s fro dude, like Art Garfunkel. Um, well, I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. People grow up and whatever, and that weird little mustache and stuff. Come on, I'm just not buying it. But I don't care if it's him or not. But um, you do have to use him. You're gonna have to use him. He is our way into a single platform, I believe. He's gonna be like the face until people realize how bad he is. Because you don't fuck over millions of Americans. You just and think you're getting away with it. Never mind what they did to Trump, too. I mean, Trump's been dealing with it for 8 years, 9 years, right? But also us poor citizens, man. How many of you were censored and had to be taken down and was in Facebook jail? That's not freedom. Joe, if you're trying to talk to me, bro,
Cecil Richards, right?
what is it?
That's you asked. Cecil Richards, right? Yeah, she was the Planned Parenthood woman. The lady that we
That's what it. No wonder
yeah,
I wrote it down.
right.
She died of brain cancer at age
Supposedly
67.
at 67, right. Yeah.
Right. She got shot in the back of the head, like McCain.
Well, that would be brain cancer.
Right. That would be cancerous to the brain.
Yes.
I'm just saying, it makes sense to me. So let me get back to Mark Zuckerberg for a minute. There's that bill that they're
Zuckerberg.
trying to pass, which is called the two-third, it's number two-third. I don't know how they fucking reference it. I should know these laws, but I just don't want to. There's too many. All right, so Trump does, and a bunch of us are in it, he does have a lawsuit out against some of these platforms, Facebook being one of them. And I didn't register myself. I registered Women Warriors, which makes me think I should register the other group too. But I don't think the other group had any difficulties. Now, if Trump sues anybody and wins, it's going to go back to the people. I mean, he's going to take his share too, but it's all going to be done fairly by real economists. Like, I'm not going to say Elon Musk is one, but was Bill Gates really a virus expert?
Uh, no, neither
No.
was Fauci. If he calls himself a virologist,
Did Trump sign? Did he sign anything about that getting rid of Q? I didn't hear them all. God, he
getting
had
rid
so
of Q?
many.
No. No.
Who? The who?
Yeah, he did sign that one.
He did.
Yeah, getting rid of the WHO. Yeah, that was a big one. He did. Dropping out of the WHO.
Do
We're
you
not
know
there no
anything
more.
about it? Did I say Q? What's on my mind?
Hmm.
I know right away those borders were closed. Hurrah! I mean, we were so close to being under communistic rule, having even mandates that people were so afraid of. And to be honest with you, it was a bitch not to listen. because you're the one that would be arrested, even though it was not a law, it was a mandate. I'm very happy to say I didn't wear my mask often, but I don't really go out too much. The only time I wore the mask was in the dentist or the doctor's office. But you know what? You got patients in there. So I kind of, you know what? I didn't want their fucking cooties either. No, I'm kidding. I just disagreed with that whole phenomena. Phenomena. Do we know how many he signed?
No, he signed a ton of them, man. I mean, God, that's what he's been doing. So no, you don't. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can read
I thought it was like way over. It was
Kalen.
probably over 100 if I had to. Did something happen in Dade County?
Florida, the
Yeah.
the that sheriff out down there. Oh man, he's that dude is.
Oh, yeah, you do. You have mentioned what's his name? Do you know his name?
I can't remember his
It's all
name.
right. But he was
Hold
all
on.
about the immigrants. That guy?
Yeah, he said, "You
Immigrants.
why don't you go ahead and
Wait, no immigrants.
self deport? Go ahead now." I love the dude. I think he's awesome, man. He
How
is
many
the
people
he's
did self-deport? And
right.
we see this one woman in like I've only seen the one at least crying hard. And, you broke the law, lady. You know who you hurt? You not only every American citizen that has to pay taxes for your ass, all right, to come here illegally, because I'll pay a percent of tax to help you come here, um, on merit to come here legally. That I don't mind paying a nickel for into taxes for, But you already caused yourself. You're already a criminal, you know? And you hurt people like me, who I'm very proud that my grandmother did it the right way. Now, my grandfather didn't. My grandfather came over here on a visa. It was a work visa, and he was supposed to go home after a certain maybe 3 to 6 months. I don't remember how long they did
Grady
that.
Judge, Grady Judd,
What
the Grady Judd.
is
That's
the
the
name of the
name.
guy?
Yeah, the sheriff down there.
I'm telling a story, and he just like,
Right.
no,
Sorry,
you're right.
I looked it up. Sorry, I apologize for that.
I know, but you could have waited till I was done,
Yeah, I
and then you
could.
go back to him and talk about him because he is like, go on.
No,
It's
you go ahead because I didn't really. I just was looking up his
what
name
did
and my
he
mind
say?
was
He
there.
just said that they have to that go on
That
and
they should
support
go
yourself,
ahead and self-deport. I mean, the guy is really
self-deport.
straight up. That's why everybody likes the guy. He just tells you like it is. Hey, man, go ahead and carry a gun. If they come around, shoot them. But you're not allowed to do that here.
No, I unless they're MS-13 or something like that, there's no reason to shoot anybody. It's ridiculous. But
Well,
because
if they're
these
trying to
people,
kill
some of
you,
them don't really know. I do they really have the education to know the difference? They think they might be getting freedom or extra money or help, and but that's what I was trying to suggest. That like, okay, so my grandmother did it the right way. This is on my father's side. So my grandfather was born in like what 1902. It was like let's just go about um. But he fell in love with my grandmother, so he hung around. But what was the difference between my grandfather and some of these assholes? He worked. He worked. And they accepted him and they probably prolonged his visa. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't like, oh my God, he was hiding or he was getting any help from the government. Do you understand the
mhm.
differences? All right. So yeah, the self-deporting, that was really good.
Now I think I know what's wrong. Caitlin has alerted me to a problem. So
What?
when I went and shared everything, he says
Yeah.
that there's there's no there's no chat. And he's right. But when I have it open, there's chat. Why don't you, hey, you know what?
I have a
What if you
chat.
should try going into YouTube and then go into the liberally challenged and go in that way? Because that's where we're on at. We're on the liberally challenged in YouTube. So if you go there, then the chat will open up for you. Try that one. See if that works, please.
These,
There you go.
I wish they would just come out and tell me what they fucking want me to do. We were taken down yesterday,
Yeah, for a
and
second.
it's from what I gather, because they're all very law and mysterious law. It was because I was using a third party. I was using Forbes, which I thought
Yeah,
I've used them before though,
right.
and didn't have a problem. Because I've done, then again, maybe a lot of them were videos. Maybe I didn't. No, I have done lives before with using third parties. Don't remember having a problem, but I did read about their channel ID and all this bullshit, and I wrote to them. And even though I disagree with the law, because this is back to Mark Zuckerberg and the 230 law that we're fucking filing lawsuit, and we're trying to get, meaning there's going to be no censorship. There shouldn't be censorship for certain things at all. I mean, if you're 18 and adults, you can watch this shit. Otherwise, the laws shouldn't have, I shouldn't be in place for all this crap. But I did write to them and I was like, I understand the importance. And they didn't turn it back on right away. But that was like, there's also something else, and you guys are gonna find me freaking bizarre for saying it. Joe, are you figuring out what's wrong with the chat?
Oh, what's wrong with the chat? I can't figure it out. I tried to resend it to him. It's when I send it to him in it seems like when I send it in Messenger.
Messenger?
Yeah, see what he says.
It's very bizarre. Well, I'm thinking that this has nothing to do with.
Wow. Maybe they did do something to us, Carolyn, because he says that when he goes into YouTube, what he sees is the last meme I put up. I don't know. I go in, I don't have a problem. I'm not having a
Well,
problem.
yeah, but he has to go to the live, not community.
Oh yeah, okay. Go into the live. Now let's see if that works. The where it's at. Yeah, hit the face, Trump's face, and then go into lives or view channel. And when you view channel, you go into the lives.
Because I did really nice to them, right?
Yeah.
They,
Look
but what
for
I
this.
found odd is that they turned back that video. They stopped me after a half hour. I was gonna end it after, actually they stopped it when the Cardinal was speaking, or Graham's son, who was Billy
Yeah.
Graham's son, was speaking, and then they had not a cardinal, probably a minister. I don't know, another religious dude was speaking,
Mhm.
and I was waiting for the actual inauguration, and it just cut out, and I was just like, what? There's a couple people in the chat. I was talking to Mama Helen in the chat, and there was like one other person, I think, and you had just left for work, and it just turned off. It was just a But why if I did something so terribly wrong, and if I do understand this channel ID third party system, why would they turn it back on and allow the video back up? Unless Forbes itself said it was okay. The other thing is, I said out loud, fine, I'll help certain people. I can't make this shit up. I was like, I'll do double shifts if I have to. Just turn the channel back on.
Uh,
Swear to God, I went to the channel. It was turned back on. I was like, what? Oh, there you go.
I had no idea, Helen. Helen said when you send in Messenger, you don't get the chat. You have to go to YouTube. I didn't know that. Thank you for alerting me to that. And hey, Joseph, how are you, sir? Yep.
How are you
Hi,
sharing?
Helen. Through everywhere if I can.
No,
Messenger,
how? How I
groups,
asked.
through the messenger, then through groups.
No, no. Joe, do you go on to the channel and good
Yeah.
evening, Helen, good evening, Joseph, and
Yeah.
share?
Yeah.
Share from the YouTube channel.
Yeah. I do. That does.
Well,
That
yeah, I mean,
does.
it's never
That
not
does.
worked before.
I
Right?
know. I thought it always worked. I didn't know. I thought it always worked.
No, it's very possible that,
Dum 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 dum.
look, I
Something
don't
you
know. I
know.
really don't know. I just find it very peculiar now that I have to
For
do
a
double
very peculiar
shifts.
man, Joseph Bradshaw.
God, like really? Like really? Like I understand this shit that well? I don't. There's other people better than I. All right. Let's
Everybody's
see.
better on the computer than Joe.
Yeah, right.
Just knew how to fix it.
Um, I was thinking of that the Gulf of Mexico stuff, right? The Gulf of
You don't
America.
like the
Now,
Gulf
as
of
cute as
Mexico.
it is, um,
I like it.
it's been coined like it was Spanish in the 1600s and they would call it the Gulf of Mexico. And I think it was 1612, guys. So let's keep our history. Let's show that we have some resolve. We don't have to take over the whole planet. You know what I mean? It's not like, do you know what I mean? Because Joe, you even said it. You were like, we're kind of, it would be like shoving it in their face. That's how you said it earlier.
Yeah, it
It
is.
would be. It's like
That's what he's
naming
doing.
it. It's
That's what
nothing
he's doing.
to
I
do.
feel
The name of it is irrelevant.
it is. It's
It
totally
is.
irrelevant. It's just maybe he's just trying to anger them. That's what I think. He's just
Why
trying to make them
Mexico? Like, why Mexico?
mad.
It's not, I mean, the bitch, the new president, right? She's female, isn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
She's
Yes.
she's
Yeah.
stupid, right?
Yeah.
She's like an AOC kind of. If I only
Yep.
had a brain. But I haven't done that one in a long time. If I only had a brain, I wouldn't be AOC. Sorry.
Exactly.
That one always gets me. All right. So
Sacramento.
let's just try to keep a little uh
Decorum.
ego to ourselves here. A little resolve, right?
Do you not want the canal back?
That has nothing to do with renaming it. I'm talking about renaming it. Who was that? Helen?
No, that's yeah, it's Alan. Do we
Alan?
want the canal back?
With the
Well, we gave it
Panama
to him.
Canal?
We gave it to them so that they could have
Nobody
they could
owns the
yeah.
fucking waters. That was a cabal thing.
I don't
We should
I don't
all
know.
share them equally. Therefore, we could be safe. Our
Right.
waters could be safe. We could always know what's on those damn boats. So there will be no sex trafficking. There will be no drugs or arms coming into any or every country. You know, it works for America being first, but it's not going to work until we get all of the countries on board. And there's a lot of them that want it.
Yep.
So what are we going to just kick them to the dirt when they want to be as free as we are? You know,
No, we never have. We never have. But you know what? Trump did suspend all the help to all the country to everywhere, right? For 3 months at least.
that's different. We're sending them money for no reason. That's
Yeah,
a
but what
totally different.
they never came and helped us when we're down
Right,
and out. None of them
right,
did. None.
right, right.
What country gave us money?
But
What country came to
it's
our
not the
aid?
countries. It's not the countries. It's the cabal.
It's the cabal. That's what.
right?
Well, that's what I was
I
trying to get at.
know. That's why
That's
when
what I
he
was
says
trying to get
America
at.
first,
Yeah.
it's a ploy to get Democrats over to us. It's a ploy. It's not a
I
ploy.
know.
I mean, it is America first. We are Americans, right?
We are.
But this is a global movement, not the NWO. You know, we're not talking back global, but it is global as a Renaissance can be. The Renaissance just didn't stay in Europe.
Mm-mm.
If we did, well, at least, well, the Renaissance happened. There's different Renaissances, I guess. You got like even the Industrial Revolution and stuff, but things don't stay over the pond. They go all over the place, and that's the way it has to be.
Right. Yep.
We're not born of the sea.
Yep. We
We're
are born of the
born,
land.
we should be born free.
Born free as the wind.
You want to discuss the birthright thingy? Good evening,
Birthright.
Alan.
Birthright. He's taking out the birthright.
I believe that we're going to go over this 14th Amendment and probably soon, maybe your next day off, Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, we don't have to look into that, into the birthright, because he did sign where he's getting rid of it. Time to end it.
See,
Birthright citizenship needs to end.
my whole point is now there's like technicalities to the 14th Amendment and blah, 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 blah. Well, how come we didn't have problems with this 100 years ago? We seem to have understood everything that was to be done legally to become a citizen.
Yeah.
So we seem to have understood the 14th Amendment then,
Right.
but now we don't.
Well, it wasn't as bad until Obama took office, and then everything just went to shit. Everything just started, all this nightmare started. Actually, it started before him in the administration before Obama. Who was
Oh, yeah,
before
no, they've
Obama?
had control for a
Bush?
while. They've had control for a while.
Yeah, wasn't
But
it
I
Bush that
mean,
started it? Started the freaking nastiness, the first Bush. I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. That first Bush, I didn't like him as president.
Bush
I thought he
Sr.,
was a piece of shit.
George Bush Sr.
Yep, and then his son with the shit-eating
Well,
grin.
yeah, because
Fuckers.
he probably had Kennedy killed.
Yep.
It was him and his daddy, Prescott Bush. Prescott Bush created the CIA.
Yep. Bye-bye, anchor babies. That's right, Alan.
Well, okay, so let's get back to this 14th Amendment thing for a minute, because we will be doing some research on it. But you see, I think I think the good guys are actually bringing it out a bit because we have to understand the Constitution. We really have to understand the Constitution. We got the Constitution, we got the Bill of Rights, then we got the fucking amendments, right?
Yep.
Because because the Constitution is a living.
14th Amendment.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, but like, am I supposed to be able to read that?
All persons born or naturalized
Wait,
in
wait,
the
wait, wait,
United
wait, wait, wait,
States.
wait, 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 wait. How long is it?
It's not it's long, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to read
So
it.
why would you start reading it?
I don't
Like,
know. I wanted to read the first part of it.
I know, but give me 1 second, right? Um, I believe that they're trying to use the 14th Amendment so people understand that everything after like the 11th or 12th, maybe maybe the 13th is pretty bad. Everything is bad. We don't need it. Um, I'm not a constitutionalist to the point where I know every single, like, I don't know every single clause, so I can't say there's probably good and bad in some of these amendments, but for the most part, they need to be wiped out, and maybe all of them put together could be one small sentence. Remember, these things should be short and sweet and to the point. Okay. Now, if you want to read like the first paragraph, go on. I'm
Well, I
interested.
just wanted to read the main part of it that says all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges of the immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without
No.
due process of law.
See, that's already redundant. Read the very beginning one more time.
All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and
So
of the
that's the
state
okay.
wherein
Wait,
they
wait, wait, wait.
reside.
Gosh, I said the
That's the
first
that's the
fucking
sentence.
line. Damn it, Joe. Now I'm losing my. See, okay, so they're confusing naturalization.
Right,
Naturalization doesn't mean that two people have sex in this country
right.
and boom, that kid is born here. That's not what naturalization means.
Mhm.
Um, do I know the exact definition? Probably not. Can I give it let me think. A naturalized citizen would probably be um one at least one of the parents. You know, I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Gonna have to look that one up. But if I was gonna, because people would think natural nature and that nature, like, well, if two people have sex, no, one of them has to be born here.
No,
One of them has,
naturalization is a voluntary process of becoming a citizen of a country after
there
birth
you go.
and is not required.
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
Naturalization is a voluntary process of becoming a citizen of a country after birth and is not required. You don't have
But
to
it is
do it.
required in this country.
It is required in this country, but they're saying that it's not. But after, yeah, and is not required. Yeah, it is required to become a
Yeah,
citizen.
that's what I'm saying. One of the parents
Mhm.
have to be natural. They might not
Oh,
be from this country, but they have to be a citizen.
yeah, it says it can be achieved through voluntary application, marriage to a citizen,
That there.
parental action, or special
Like
legislative
my
grant.
mom, right?
Right.
And
Hmm.
because my
Right.
mother was a citizen after
Hmm.
marrying dad, us kids are first generation on mom's side and
Right.
second on dad's side. I mean, that's just what
Right.
happened.
And there's a big form that they got to learn, and they take an oath of allegiance. That's what they've got to do to become a citizen here. You got to take that oath, but you got to learn the language too. It's there's a questionnaire that you have to fill out.
Right. Alan is right too. Exactly. Alan is right too. It's not
I don't
saying
have a
that you
problem.
can enter the US illegally and drop a baby and bam, the kid is a citizen because that's
Right.
why we call it an anchor baby.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
being
then those
anchored
parents
because
can actually start working to become citizens of the United States. And which
yeah,
is what happened with my kid's friend. He's an anchor baby, and his parents they actually did come here illegally. As soon as they had this child, they were able to purchase a home. They worked really, 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 really fucking hard, and they learned the language, both of them, and they became citizens.
gotta
They're
give
citizens
people
of the
that's
United States.
merit.
Then you've got the guy that lives right next door to me. He doesn't speak a lick of English. He's had like 9 children here in the United States, and he still doesn't know English, and he's not a citizen of the United States. However, he owns land he owns about 3 or 4 houses here in Albuquerque and quite a few in Chicago, and he owns property in Mexico also.
I don't know. I mean, my cousins own a house in
Mhm.
Poland. So, I mean, I don't know. I just,
I know.
you
Well,
see,
it's fair.
like I said, they were keeping us away from other countries because we don't want you to know what's going on over there.
Yeah, we don't want you to know that they're having it better than you are right now. That's why they're coming
Certain
over
things are
here.
better, the certain things are working out better. Like, how are
They're
all those
moving around.
taxes working out for you, Britain?
Yeah, they're moving around. They're moving around the country, the world more. Everybody's moving around the world more thanks to
Omega,
us.
mega, this and omega, mega.
Mhm,
Okay. See, like I laugh at these fucking people
mhm.
that that are like, well, what if this happens and Trump, like you said the other day, is gonna be an oligarchy or a dictator, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, wait a second. What happened 4 fucking years ago? 8 to 4 years ago? Did gas prices drop? Did we not
Mhm.
feel like safer than we have in a million years? Was there not a wall being built? Was Trump not negotiating and getting this shit done with Mexico and Canada? Did he not go to China and North Korea and like, oh, it's like, come on. Are you serious? So if he did all that good shit then, why would they even assume? I won't give you the time of day. I won't even give you the time of day if you're going to assume, because that makes an ass out of you. All right. That it's just going to be so bad this time. It's going to be an oligarchy because all his friends are rich that are work because Elon Musk is rich. Yeah, Elon Musk was best buddies with Trump more than 10 years ago. I mean, where the fuck? I I won't give them the time of day, Joe. I'm done with it. Ugh. No, we would have known by now.
Right.
Hmm, hmm. Thank you, Mac or Alan. He needs to pack his bags, Joseph. He
My
needs to
neighbor.
pack his bags.
My neighbor. I know. I know.
Senior Bush started the NWO. Oh no. No, that's older. I
Hmm.
it- Prescott Bush started the CIA. The NWO, the whole NWO, maybe it wasn't called the NWO for, till later on. I'm not sure. You might be right about that, Mama, but I mean, we know the Rothschilds have been around for 250, 300 years. You know, all these transvestites are coming out. It's just
Yes, we are.
like,
We are finding out who they are.
uh, the Constitution, we're gonna have to go over the Constitution. See, I mean, it is a living document, but it gave us enough width to change things, obviously for the better, for technology, sciences, medicines, things that they couldn't foresee in the future. Not not laws per se, just laws on these technologies, maybe laws or I don't know if I would call them laws. I mean, the Constitution is not a law. It's a beautiful thing to live by. I don't see it as a law. I don't. It's as good as the Ten Commandments in my eyes, right? Remember that, Joe? Commandments and Constitution was very similar, and I
Mhm.
think
Yes, I do.
Oh no, Constitution and
And
Commandments.
commander. Yep.
Commandments, not commandments.
Commandments. Commandments. Yes. This.
Did
Yeah.
any of you guys see that picture of Trump that I put up in the community? It's that's probably Don Jr. that he has in his hands. Um, Even though it looks kind of older than me, because Don Jr. is a couple of years younger than me, but maybe not. But that that Trump face is barren. It is. They are that profile, which is like the side, that looks like barren to me. Um, I mean barren now, right? God, that nobody I some of these people are good conspiracy theorists, but if you really should have like a more artistic eye because that is not Elvis's son. I really doubt it's Prince Di's son, unless Prince Di is Melania. I don't
No,
know.
no, no,
No.
no.
Because
He is the product of
Harry
Trump
and
and
the other
Melania.
William, they don't look like Melania or any. I don't know. Maybe
Sorry,
plastic. Yeah, but what they do with surgery and stuff. But Melania has been around for a while. It is kind
not
of
gonna believe
strange
that
that
one.
he started dating her after.
Not going down that one right now.
Nah, I
That
don't think
Barron
so
Trump is
either.
his.
Listen, I like all the conspiracies. I'll try
I do
anything
too,
out
but
for a nibble,
man,
but sometimes it's just not.
that one has a bad taste in the mouth.
I'd say that. I'd say you're right about that. All right. So we got through. What are the liberal meltdowns?
They're all crying. Oh, they
Oh,
had a cry session. Did you guys know that? Oh yeah,
another one?
yeah.
Because they had the one where they were banging the sticks in the forest, and I was just like,
A group
you
of people
idiots.
suffering from Trump derangement syndrome in California had a screeching meltdown after President Donald Trump was inaugurated back into office on Monday. A video making the rounds on social media shows the group of leftists gathering at a lookout point on Bernal Hill overlooking San Francisco. They timed their screaming fit to coincide with the moment Trump was sworn into office. They were heard saying 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they began screeching and howling into the wind. That is the most bizarre thing you could ever do.
But we need help, right?
We're, yeah, we're psychos.
I have no
Um,
words. I just have no words for these people. Just grow the fuck up, you morons. Look, he didn't do anything bad the first 4 years, as I made that kind of clear just before. So until he does, there's something else I wanted to mention.
so they're outside screaming though. I wonder who heard them because I sure as hell didn't.
God, if I heard them, I'd go and smack him in the face. Get the fuck out of my earshot, bitch.
I'd probably throw a rock at him. Shut
Yeah, stone him.
up!
You know what? Go to Iran
Right.
and do that. God,
Take
go
jerk
go
claws
on
or
do it
something.
there, you know. Um, I wanted to bring up, I saw, oh, you know what? I bet it's in my phone. I have so much more information in my freaking phone, people. And I can't believe it. I lost like 8 years of fucking notes. I don't know how I did that, but if it's not in my head, it's probably not as important. James Woods was he was doing some kind of I don't know if it was an interview or whatnot, but he was zooming with somebody or whatnot, and he he was like the interviewer was like, "Oh, you went and helped Alyssa Milano," and he's like, "Of course I did. She had 5 horses. They were all freaked out, because of the
Yeah,
fire and stuff, and she was scared and she didn't know what to do."
it's called being a human.
Yeah, but you see, I also believe that's a lie. I don't think Alyssa Milano is a good one.
Maybe not, but
Not
still,
even
it's
because
called
I have
being
like a
human.
personal vengeance against this woman. I don't know why. There was a story that she told, which I'm not going to repeat it right now. Sure, why not? I'll repeat it. Why not? She went to some kind of concert. She was still young, and and this is why I don't like her. She went to some kind of concert. She might have been like 12 or 13, and she was well known already. And I don't know why. Maybe the security left her alone, but people attacked her. And she's like this bitter bitch because she says she was it was probably like a mosh pit, you idiots, or like whatever, people dance and gets out of hand. A 13 or 12, 13, 14-year-old, whatever, unless you're me, should not fucking be alone in that position. All right, they should have had someone there with her. But she said that she was getting um hit, fisted up
Ooh,
her privates. Now, I've been to a lot of concerts and a lot of dancing and like much heavier shit than she could ever handle in her lifetime. Let me tell you, moshing is no joke. But How does she know at 12 or 13 that it was a fucking fist? Excuse my language, people, but this pisses me off. All right. I realize like I was a lot more mature than most at my age, and I still probably wouldn't know if it was a fist or a boot kicking me. Somebody trying to get their leg out or something. This is what the mind does to you. The mind thinks that something else is going on, and it's
Right.
not,
But it's not. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You take it into, and this poor girl
Mm,
was probably never told that. Well, maybe you
right.
were mistaken. Maybe somebody got caught and got scared themselves because they were on the floor getting trampled, you bitch. But I don't know who was looking after you. Certainly not your parents.
Right.
So I don't think she's a good person, to be honest. And there's connections with her in movies and other shows that make me assume, which I don't like assuming, but I have to theorize all the time. But so James Woods was being a knight in shining armor or saying he was because he would have done it, but I don't think it's her. And I think James Woods is awake. I think he's part of the plan and he still has to act. He's still acting. They're still acting. And they don't get a second shot at this act. There's no editing at this kind of acting. I mean,
A play.
it is. It's a play and a play like this thing, like you said, it's a play and a
Almost
play.
done. The sting is almost stung.
Oh, it's been stung. It's over.
Mhm.
Isn't that what goes on at raves? Yeah. Well, it was a
Uh,
concert or something. She said, and I'm like, these people let the 12-year-old, 13-year-old think what she wants.
mhm.
Nobody
Yeah.
considered that. How would she know what a fist felt like in that area? Common sense, people. People just miss the obvious. And this girl, man, do I want to I'll show her what.
Show
Not
you
fair
what you.
though. I'm not a perv. But geez, if I ever wanted to just beat the hell out of something, like somebody make me a dummy of her. Oh wait, I'm the artist. I'll make a dummy of her. Remember, remember those they were like those big they had like sand on the bottom and they were like a balloon and they had usually like a clown face or something on it and you punch it and it would go down and come back up.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
things.
Yep.
I want
Those are the
one
best.
of Alyssa Milano cookie.
Oh, that's funny.
I just do. And I think I can make it. Even if it's not I'll get a couple of balloons to do the Rocky thing. I'm in a good mood, people. I mean, we have the best president ever. Not even just the best president, but this is like the world awakening. It's the golden age. What did
Why
Barron
it
say
happened?
to Biden as he was leaving the inauguration? It looked like Biden's soul left his body, right? I looked at that, but I didn't see him even shake Biden's hand. It looked like he reached over past Biden. So, and then it did. It looked like Joe Biden was hit with the nasty diarrhea. He was like, "You're you're right, Alan. I really don't know what happened." I didn't see him shake his hand. It's like the camera was, or there was things in front. It's implied that there was a goodbye or handshaking. If it's real, it's real. I don't. That's not Biden is dead to me. That guy is. I don't know what that guy is. He could be like. One of the gyms. There's three
Which Biden
gyms.
is it?
Which Jimmy is it?
Yeah. Which one is it?
It's weird that I never put that together until a couple of months ago. It was just coming across. It's
Seems like
Jim
there's more
Carrey,
than just one.
James Biden, or Jim Woods. James
Right.
Woods. They're all Jims. I'm sorry, what, Joe?
I don't know who which one it is. Can't tell. Too
If
many
you
people
have, if
playing Biden.
all you need is you don't need the right face, right?
Yeah.
All you need is the right body. The body has to be thin and lanky, lean and lanky, And then they have these beautiful masks that just are thin. They're thin, and they change your whole face.
Yep.
And I guarantee the hair is even part of it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to change people now. I mean, they on the cheapest show on TV, they'll have magic. You know what I mean? They'll
Yeah.
have this movie magic. Nothing's like B anymore. It's not Ed Woods. Ed Woods? Well,
Edwards.
was it Ed Woods? I was just mentioning James Woods and it was Ed Woods.
I know it was James Wood. I don't know Edwards.
YMCA. YMCA. Oh
The
God,
Trump
how can you
dance.
not be freaking happy, people? How can you not be happy?
Yes, I'm very
All right,
happy.
so nobody wanted to come in, that's fine.
They
He
don't love
shook
us.
both their hands and camel toes, says Helen.
Mm, yeah. They didn't like him. The whole time when he was doing his speech, Joe Biden and Camel Toes, when he was saying how he was going to fix their administration, they didn't like that too well. Well, they kind of fucked it up, so it's their fault.
Just seemed like a bunch of actors to me. I think we're gonna call it quits. Nobody wanted to come on. Unless you have something
Oh,
else. You did have one
okay.
other thing you said you wanted to talk about. I
We
wanted,
talked about it all. We
did
did,
we?
and even plus, yeah, I've got
My
you guys ate
God.
up my news.
Wow. I did wanted to talk about RFK. I think he's gonna do a great job. I already saw a couple of things that he wants to do, like I talked about getting rid of the red coloring, food coloring and stuff, or red dye 3, I think it's called something. There are things that are just not good for us. He's on top of it. There's more I want to talk about him, but I want to do a little more research myself, really. Then I want to go back and talk about the Hadron Collider.
Hadron,
Hi, what? The
the Hadron,
Hadron, whatever.
Hadron Collider,
The Super Collider. How's that?
super small, this tiny particle collider.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there are some fascinating things about that. Like, did you know that we're not part of the ones in Europe.
No,
They have
that's the
the
one.
one outside Geneva, and we're not part of it, the USA. The USA has their own, right? And I believe that's how we got those earthquakes in New Jersey. And I also believe that may have been to help clear out other tunnels. See, especially in Washington, D.C. I do believe that it was really cold out to have the inauguration indoors, but there had to be, I have this feeling there was another reason. It looked very nice, but it's something about the laws changing. I
Hmm.
think, you know. And then I do want to talk about the South and North Pole, and we'll do that on our next live, I believe. All
Ooh,
right, Joe.
sounds fun.
Yeah, well, we keep learning newer things, and
He
I
does.
would like Patch to come back on and talk about the flat Earth with Dana. I have a
Boy,
feeling
that
Dana
boy,
hasn't found anything with Q
he's
yet.
very hot about it, man. Let me tell you what. He's very hot about it. Hey, if that's what he wants to believe, I don't have a problem with that. But hey, you know what? You believe what you want to believe. Gotta let other people believe what they want to believe too. You know, just the way it is.
Helen felt the earthquake in New York. Yeah. No, I have no problem. You see, but it's just we can't do anything about it. We can do stuff here now. We can spread the word. We can get our voices out. We can teach younger children. We can influence even older people
Yes.
and get them on the side. And we have to wake people up. Joe, I mean, I couldn't believe that they were going to take me down for 2 weeks the day that Trump gets inaugurated. I
I
mean,
know,
can you,
right? Or
that would have been such, but I'm like, geez, what did I say or do? Because I'm
was it
thinking
me?
it wasn't Joe, no. I couldn't yell at you, Joe, no. But I keep thinking like they do things for a reason.
Hmm.
And I'm going to trust them because YouTube has been free for a while. It's been free for a while, free of their control. They're
Yeah.
getting rid of the algorithms. There's a lot of fucking computer work. And how many people can you have on certain jobs? I just, again, I want to reiterate, where is our military? Where are they? Million. We have close to 1 million soldiers.
They're training, sir. Training.
Now, I'll put that into Ukrainian versus Russia.
Hmm.
Ukrainian would have been squashed. They have like 200,000 soldiers compared to Russia that has 1.8, 1.9 million.
Hmm.
There wouldn't have been a war. It would have been squashed. It was the biolabs that they took out. I don't know if it's real Putin or not real Putin. That's not the question. But what he did certainly was on our side. So every little thing he says is just it's just to keep us going, just to keep a reminder that Putin's there. Everything is going the way the conspiracists thought.
Hmm.
Canada, Greenland, Mexico, everybody's going to be
It'll
agreeing.
all fall into line, and
That's
it'll
it.
all fall in. Yep, it
That's
will.
right. The
Hmm.
dominoes have fallen.
That's right.
Every
Now they just got to
Democrat we're
stack them up.
seeing, that wasn't Booker. I'm sorry. There were so many that I was looking. I was like, no, no, something
Booger.
didn't look right.
Booker the booger.
Yeah, that well, he was. I was, you know, like I said, I was watching them come in, and I was like, oh my God, ah, ah, ah. They almost look like piles of turd rolling in. I'm sorry.
That they do.
All
I'd call
right,
him a third.
let's call it a night, guys.
Yeah, eh?
Love you all. I'm
Peace
always here
out,
to help,
guys.
and next time, hope you come on and help us a little bit.
You guys
All
are always
right. Bye.
love y'all, man. Doesn't we?
Seven scores, no, 4 scores and 7 years ago. I
She did that.
can't believe John did that. He's so funny.